Welcome to Movie Summary. Today we're going to see the story of the dark comedy film Jawbreaker from 1999. Spoiler warning, here we go. On the morning of her 17th birthday celebration, secondary school senior Liz Purr, a typical young woman in Reagan High, is hijacked in her bed by three veiled attackers, one of whom stuffs a jawbreaker into her mouth as a gag before she is put in the back of a vehicle. The criminals end up being Liz's lifelong friends, Courtney, Marcy, and Julie, pulling a trick on her for her birthday, which they do every year. At the point when the young ladies drive up to a burger joint to get Liz breakfast, they check on her and find she is dead, having gagged to death on the jawbreaker Courtney had used to choke her. Julie talks about going to the police, yet Courtney says no. Courtney calls the school, claiming to be Liz's mum, and discloses to them that Liz is sick and can't go to class. Then, at that point, the three go to class like nothing had occurred. Fern Mayo, school outsider and intense admirer of Liz Purr, whom she calls the cat's meow, is sent by the school head, Miss Sherwood, to convey Liz's schoolwork by the day's end. She coincidentally finds the three young ladies at Liz's home, attempting to pose her body in her bed. Courtney attempts to manufacture a story that Liz passed on because of an attacker. Fern endeavors to escape the house, yet the young ladies stop her, and Courtney decides to keep her quiet by befriending her and giving her Liz's spot in their group. In spite of Julie's rejection of the plan, Courtney and Marcy give Fern a makeover, changing her from plain to stylish. Courtney presents Fern as the delightful student from abroad, Violet, to the school. Julie, racked by a guilty conscience at her part in Liz's demise, splits from the group just to be berated by Courtney and Marcy. As her fame disintegrates, she turns into another loser for misuse and disdain all through the school. Her only genuine companion during this time is her boyfriend, named Zach. As Violet's prominence takes off, Julie watches peacefully as Courtney turns an unending snare of misleads to conceal the murder and keep up with her fame. Julie takes steps to go to the police and come clean. However, Courtney counters that she, Marcy, and presently Violet will guarantee Julie will go down for the murder. To her loathing, Julie discovers that after they had restored Liz's cadaver to her home, Courtney went out that very evening and allured an outsider at an unpleasant bar and had intercourse with him in Liz's bed to pass him off for the homicide. Violet is out of control with her brand new social prominence, which has overshadowed Courtney's own. Courtney orders Violet to not draw attention, yet Violet pledges that if Courtney doesn't tread carefully, she will reveal the reality behind Liz's murder. Accordingly, Courtney and Marcy post yearbook photographs of Fern Mayo all around the school with the message, "Who is Violet?" composed on them, uncovering Violet's actual self and leaving her embarrassed by the whole school. Julie has compassion for Fern and excuses her for being humiliated by Courtney. Feeling callous for the lives she has obliterated, Courtney attends the senior prom with Liz's sweetheart. Meanwhile, Julie is at home going through Liz's belongings that were given to her. She finds a recordable greeting card she was fiddling with when Courtney was faking Liz's death scene, on which Courtney's admission to the killing was inadvertently recorded. Armed with this evidence, Julie, Fern, and Zach hurry to the prom. Finally, when Dane and Courtney are declared as prom king and queen, Zach sneaks behind the stage and broadcasts Courtney's admission over the school speakers. Stunned and appalled, Dane forsakes Courtney. Appalled that her plan has been uncovered, Courtney races for the exit as the remainder of her irate classmates pelt her with corsages, calling her names. Julie snaps an image of the crushed Courtney. And the yearbook closes.